Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, friends, let me introduce myself. My name is Fakih Khairul Mubarak, and I'm here with my two friends, Sarah Zahra Nurbani and Sally Wahayuni. Today, we're gonna present our research project with the title Students' Perception of Google Translate as a Media for Translation, including abstract introduction, method, finding and discussion, and the last conclusion and suggestion. Okay, now we move to the abstract and introduction. Will be presented by Sally Wahayuni. Sally Wahayuni, time is yours.
Investigate students' perception of Google Translate as a media for translation and to find out the effectiveness and accuracy of Google Translate. Therefore, the investigation was carried out based on the following question. First, what is Google Translate effective as a translation tool? And second is, do you think Google Translate is accurate? Next slide is introduction. Translation is the interpretation of the meaning of the text from the source language to produce equivalent text in the target.
Okay, now we move to the method. Will be presented by Sarah Zahra Nurbani. Sarah Zahra, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator, and now I will explain about the method. This research can be categorized as qualitative research design, and it uses an interview as the main method, embracing the characteristic of a case study approach. The participant of this research was 6th semester student of English education program at Institut Pendidikan Indonesia Garut, because the student used Google Translate to help them in translating English material. As the result, the population of this research was the 6th semester student of English education program at Institut Pendidikan Indonesia, which consists of 3 students. The data collection in this research was 7 questions and answers from 3 students. It's gathered by student interview with the prepared question, and as the result, the student could answer all the questions given. The data analyzed was the data obtained from the interview. The research used mobile phone as an instrument to record the data from the interview. Note-taking technique also used as other instrument to get additional information during the interview. Data obtained from interview that had been recorded and transcribed were first complete. Then the data is analyzed descriptively based on its content so that the required information can be obtained. The results are then compared with the relevant theories for justification. Okay, and that's all for me, and now I'll be returned to moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Sarah Zahra for the explanation. And the next will be explained by myself. Okay, finding and discussion. This study was designed to determine students' perception of Google Translate as a translation media and to determine the effectiveness and accuracy of Google Translate. Therefore, whether Google Translate is effective and accurate as a translation tool. The result of the interview mainly provide the question, what is Google Translate effectively used as a translation tool? And do you think Google Translate is accurate? Okay, now we move to the effectiveness. The findings of the first few questions show the effectiveness of Google Translate as a translation media. Effectiveness divided into 2 categories. The first is effective and the second ineffective. This finding is illustrated by the following response. The first response, based on my experience, Google Translate is quite effective. The second response say, Google Translate is effective because it can also be used as a benchmark in translating language even though the grammar is still messy. The third response, Google Translate certainly helps, but its effectiveness in sentence structure and how the reader understands what it translates is still lacking in effectiveness. We can conclude from the responses that Google Translate is quite effective. These comments go with the theory offered by Medvedev, who wrote that Google Translate is free, instant, has a variety of languages for input and output, allows voice recognition, can translate entire web pages and entire files by uploading. For the accuracy, based on the perspective of the informant, there are several opinions of the accuracy of Google Translate in translation. Informants agree that the accuracy of Google Translate as a media for translation is less accurate in translation. This is represented by the following response. First response, in translating words it is accurate, but in translating sentences it less accurate because I have experienced when translating it is accurate for per sentence, and in terms of grammar is not necessarily true either. The second response, in translation is half-assed in that its accuracy is still questionable, because if you are more certain in sentence structure, in Google Translate it is still messy in its grammar. The third response, Google Translate still a lot of wrong grammar and the choice of word is still not appropriate for the choice of words in the context of the sentence. We can conclude that Google Translate is accurate in translating words, but it less accurate in translating long sentence or paragraph. According to Medvedev, also found that Google Translate often lost grammar and accuracy when it comes to the long sentence or the long text. The findings show that the problematic problems are mostly grammar is still messy and the translation is less accurate when translated into the long sentence. The last is conclusion and suggestion. The findings show that Google Translate is influenced by the several factors. These factors are the lack of accuracy and effectiveness in translation. Therefore, based on the findings, it can be concluded that students must have good knowledge of grammar so that when translating ambiguous sentences or when we find grammatically error, we can correct it. Okay, that's all from me. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, that's all from us. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.